Hello students, now I am going to continue the chapter polynomial of 9th standard. So today we see the remainder theorem. So let p of x be any polynomial of degree greater than or equal to 1 and let a be any real number. If p of x is divided by x minus a, then p of a is the remainder. And similarly we see the factor theorem. Actually this theorem we will be understand by solving some examples. So first we see the definition. So let p of x be any polynomial and a be any real number, then x minus a is the factor of p of x. If the remainder p of a is 0, then conversely p of a is 0, then x minus a is a factor of p of x. So we will start from the practice set 3.5. So you are given the example that find the value of the polynomial. So you have given that is the polynomial is 2x minus 2x cube plus 7 using given values of x. So you have given the value that is x is equals to 3, x is equals to minus 1 and x is equals to 0. Now see in this type of examples, if you are given the values of x, you have to directly put down this value in this polynomial instead of this x. So first we have to write down the polynomial, that is p of x is equals to 2x minus 2x cube plus 7. So the first value we are given, that is x is equals to 3. So just putting the value that is as it is, x is equals to 3. So where there is a x, you have to put down this value, that is instead of x we write here 3, here x cube, that is 3 cube, and by solving we get this minus 41. Similarly the second value we are given, that is x is equals to minus 1. So we put here the minus 1. You have to put down this value in this polynomial. The example is same. So instead of writing this x, we have to write down minus 1. Minus 2 is as it is. Instead of writing x cube, we have to write down minus 1 cube and plus 7. And by solving, we get this one as a 7. Now the question number second, for each of the following polynomial, find p of 1, p of 0 and p of minus 2. So p of 1, p of 0 and p of minus 2 means we have to put down the value of the variable as 1, 0 and minus 2. So the polynomial you are given, that is p of x is equals to x cube. So we have to find out the value, that is p of 1. So here in place of x we have to write down 1. So 1 cube, that is 1. 0 cube, that is 0. And minus 2 cube, you will get minus 8. Similarly, the second polynomial you are given, that is p of y is equals to y square minus 2y and plus 5. And we have to find out the value of this one. So we have to find out this p of 1 means we have to find out the value of the polynomial when y is equals to 1, y is equals to 0 and y is equals to minus 2. So similarly, similar to that of the first example, we have to put down the value as a y is equals to 1, then y is equals to 0 and then y is equals to minus 2. So the example is same, you have to just put down these values instead of writing y. So 1 square minus 2 into 1 plus 5, so the final answer is 5. After that we have to put down the value 0 and next one is the minus 2. So finally we get 30. Now the question number third, if the value of the polynomial, we are given is m cube plus 2m plus a is 12, means we are already given the value of the polynomial is 12. The polynomial is this one, and for m is equals to 2, then find the value of a. So in this polynomial there is one more variable is there, that is a. You are given the value of this polynomial when m is equals to 2 and we have to find out the value of a. So first we have to write down the polynomial p of m is equals to m cube plus 2m plus a. M is equals to 2 here given, so put down the value of m as a 2, so 2 cube plus 2 into 2 plus a. And you are given the value of the polynomial when m is equals to 2 is 12. So here we have to write down 12. So by solving it, that is 2 cube is 8, here 4 plus a, so 8 plus 12, 8 plus 4, that is 12. So this 12 is cancelled with this 12, and so finally we get a is equals to 0. Now the question number 4, for the polynomial mx square minus 2x plus 3, if p of minus 1 is equals to 7, then find m. So p of x is equals to mx square minus 2x plus 3. Now you are given, that is you have to find out the value of the polynomial when x is equals to minus 1. So you have to put down x is equals to minus 1. So wherever there is x, we have to put down x is minus 1, and you are given when the value of x is minus 1, the value of the polynomial is 7. So instead of writing this, we have to write down 7, and by solving this we get, that is m, this minus 1 square is 1, so plus 2 and plus 3, so m plus 5, move this 5 to this side, so 7 minus 5, m is equals to 2. Now the question number 5. So divide the first polynomial by the second polynomial and find the remainder using the remainder theorem. So see the remainder theorem. What is the remainder? So by using this remainder theorem, we only find out the remainder. Quotient will not be found. So x square minus 7x plus 9 is divided by x plus 1. So p of x, you are given, that is, we have to write down this dividend like this one, that is p of x is equals to x square minus 7x plus 9, and the divisor is x plus 1. Here we have to find out the value of x, or we have to take the opposite number of this plus 1. Opposite number of plus 1 is minus 1, and we have to put down, or we consider that here x plus 1 is equals to 0 and find out the value of x, that is x is equals to minus 1, the simplest way. Now by remainder theorem, we have to put down the value of x as a minus 1. From this we get the minus 1, and wherever there is a x, we have to put down the value and you will get the remainder. So you can check it by the synthetic division method also, you will get the same answer. After that, we are going to solve the third example, that is p of m is equals to 54 m cube plus 18 m square minus 27 m plus m, and in this example the divisor is m minus 3. So here we have to consider that m minus 3 is equals to 0, so m is equals to 3. So by remainder theorem, you have to put down the value of m as a 3. So p of m, that is m is 3, and in this polynomial, instead of writing m, you have to put down the value of m as a 3. So by solving this, putting this value, we get the answer, that is 1544. So this is the answer. Next, the question number 6. So if the polynomial y cube minus 5y square plus 7y plus m is divided by y plus 2 and the remainder is 50, then find the value of m. So again the given polynomial is p of y is equals to y cube plus 5y square plus 7y plus m, and the divisor is y plus 2, so put y plus 2 is equals to 0, so y is equals to minus 2. So by remainder theorem, you have to put down the value of y as a minus 2, and you have to find out the value of the polynomial, that is m is equals to 92. Next, the question number 7. So use the factor theorem to determine whether the x plus 3 is a factor of the polynomial or not. So divisor is the factor of dividend only if the remainder is 0. So you know this one. So p of x we are given, that is x square plus 2x minus 3. Divisor is x plus 3, so we have to put down, that is x plus 3 is equals to 0. So x is equals to minus 3. And by putting this value in this given polynomial, instead of writing x, we write a minus 3. We get, that is 9 minus 6 minus 3. So 3 minus 3 is 0. And since the answer is 0, the by factor theorem, x plus 3 is the factor of given polynomial. Now the question number 8. So if x minus 2 is a factor of x cube minus mx square plus 10x minus 20, then find the value of m. So p of x is equals to x cube minus mx square plus 10x minus 20. So you are given this polynomial, and x minus 2 is already the factor of this polynomial, means the remainder is 0. So remainder is 0. So p of 2 is also 0. The value of p of 2 is, we have to find out by this way, that is, if it is a factor, then the remainder is 0. So p of 2 is 0, so we have to put down this value in the given polynomial, that is polynomial is x cube minus mx square plus 10x minus 20. So instead of writing x, we have to write down the 2, and by solving this we get, that is 8 minus 4m is equals to 0, and by solving this we get m is equals to 2. Now the question number 10. If x raised to 31 plus 31 is divided by x plus 1, then find the remainder. So here the divisor is x plus 1, So and p of x is x raised to 31 plus 31. Again we have to consider that x plus 1 is a 0, so x is equals to minus 1. So by remainder theorem we have to put down this value instead of writing x. So our polynomial is p of x is equals to x raised to 31 plus 31. So we have to put down the value of x as a minus 1. So minus 1 raised to 31 plus 31. So anything raised to 1 is 1. So since here is a minus 1, so it is the minus 1 plus 31. So 31 minus 1, so we will get the answer 30. Next, the the new concept we have to start, that is the factors of the polynomial. So in 8th standard also you learn about these factors. So just it is the revision of that part. The practice set, so we start here 3.6. So question number 1, that is find the factors of given polynomials. The first example, 2x square plus x minus 1. So here first we have to take the product of this one, that is 2 into 1. So 2 into 1 is 2, and so we have to find out the factors of 2 whose subtraction is 1. Here in front of x there is no 1, means there is a 1. So the factors are 2 and 1. So we have to write down on the left side of this example, and we have to write down this large number on the upper side and the smaller number on the smaller number below that one, and you have to give the middle number sign to this large number, and to get the answer, so this minus sign we have to write down below that one, and to get this minus answer, here the sign must be the minus. So plus minus is minus. So 2x square, then we have to write down the first term as it is, that is 2x square. After that we have to write down this both the terms with the variable x. So 2x square plus 2x minus 1x, and the last term is as it is. After that we have to make the group of 2's. So first group of 2 and second group of 2, and from this group we have to take the common, that is 2x and x plus 1. Remaining terms are here. Also we have to take the common, that is minus 1, and here also we get x plus 1. Remember that both the brackets must be same, x plus 1, x plus 1. And now again we take the common as x plus 1, and the remaining terms, that is 2x minus 1, are as it is. And similarly we have to solve the remaining examples. So second one, that is 2m square plus 5m plus minus 3. So we have to take the product of these two. So 3 into 2, that is 6. So we have to find out the factors of 6. Means we have to find out the two numbers whose product is 6 and whose subtraction is 5. So the numbers are 6 and 1, because 6 into 1 is 6, and if we take the subtraction we get the 5. So for the larger number we have to give the sign of the middle term, that is plus, and this minus sign we have to write down there below, and to get this minus sign, here we have to write down the minus sign, because plus minus is minus. So you have to write down the first term as it is, that is 2m square plus 6m minus 1m and minus 3 as it is. Make a group of 2, that is first two numbers and next two numbers. From these first two numbers we have to take the common, that is 2m. So in bracket we will get m plus 3. So here m plus 3 and m plus 3 are common. So we have to write down in first bracket, and in next bracket we have to write down m 2m minus 1 as it is. And remember that these both the brackets must be same for each example. So the next example we are going to take the fifth example. So root 3 into root 3. So root 3 into root 3 is the 3. And now we have to find out the factors of 3, because the product of these two numbers is 3. So 3 whose addition is 4. So 3 ones are 3. And since the middle term sign is plus, so here we have to write down plus, and here also plus, because the last sign is also plus. So we have to write down the first term as it is, root 3x square plus 3x plus 1x plus root 3. Next, root 3 square plus we have to write down this 3 like this one, that is root 3 into root 3x plus 1x and root 3. So root 3x in bracket x plus root 3 plus 1 x plus root 3. Here since there is no any root 3 term, so we split this 3 into root 3 into root 3, and now we can take the root 3 as a common. So here the remaining terms are x plus root 3. From the second group, 1 is common, so x plus root 3 gets. So in each example we see that these two brackets we get as a common, here also in this example also. So we take this common and the remaining terms are root 3x plus 1 as it is. Now the next, that is example number 6. So half x square minus 3x plus 4. Again we have to take the product of these two. So 4 into half. So 4 into half we get here 2. Now we have to find out the factors of 2 whose addition is 3. So the factors are 2 and 1. And after that we have to give the middle number sign to the largest number. So minus and plus sign, we have to write down this. And to get the plus sign, here the sign must be minus. So minus minus is plus. So again we have to write down the same way, that is half x square minus 2x, means first and last term we have to write down as it is, and middle terms, for this middle term we have to write down these two terms, minus 2x, minus 1x and 4 as it is. Again make a group of 2. Now see half x square, since there is no any common term, so there is one adjustment, so you have to keep in mind this one. You have to write down this 2 like this one, that is 2 into 2 upon 2. Since this 2 is cancelled with this 2, the example is as it is, that is 2x. So keep in mind how to remember. So half x square minus 2 into 2 upon 2x minus these terms are as it is. Now we can take common as a half x, since there is a half. So here is also half and here is also half. So half x we take common. So the remaining term is x. Since half is taken here, so the remaining terms are 2 into 2, that is 4. So x minus 4 minus, again here 1 is common, and x minus 4. So x minus 4 is common, and the remaining term is half x minus 1. So this is about the question number 1. Now the question number 2, there are some different type of examples. Factorize the following polynomials. So here we are given, that is x square minus x bracket square minus 8 in second bracket, also x square minus x plus 12. Now see here the two brackets are same, x square minus x, here also so we see x square minus x. So we can put one variable for this one, new variable. So for this we consider that this bracket is m, or this term is m, x square minus x. So by considering this we get here m square minus 8m and plus 12. Now we have to solve this example like this examples from question number 1. Again we have to find out the factors of 12 whose addition is 8. So the factors are 6 2s are 8, and again the same, we have to give the middle term sign to the largest number, that is say minus, and to get the plus, here we have to write down minus, and the remainings are as it is. So by solving this we get, that is m minus 6 and m minus 2. And now here we have to put down the value of m, because in our example there is not m, there is x. So we consider the m for x square minus x. Now we are going to put down this value of m, that is x square minus x minus 6. Again here for m, x square minus x minus 2. Now again we can find out the factors of this polynomial. So x square minus x, the polynomial having the factors, that is we have to find out the factors of 6 whose subtraction is 1. So 3 2s are 6, so 3 having the minus sign, that is middle term sign, and to get the minus sign, here we have to write down plus sign. So similarly the first term is as it is, last term is also as it is, and for this middle term we have to write down minus 3x and plus 2x. Here similarly we have to find out the factors of 2 whose subtraction is 1. So that is 2 into 1. So minus 2, we have to give the middle term sign to this one, and to get the minus, the sign is plus. So x square minus 2x plus 1x and minus 2. Again we have to make the group of these two, and by solving this we get, that is the common is x, so we get x minus 3. See here the common is x, so in bracket we'll get x minus 3, and here the common is 2, so 2 in bracket x minus 3. from here again the common is x, so bracket x minus 2 plus here the common is 1, so x minus 2. So x minus 3 common, and the remaining term is x plus 2. Here also x minus 2 common, and the remaining term is x plus 1. Now the next example. So x minus 5 bracket square minus 5x minus 25 minus 24. So here x minus 5 bracket square, from this we can take 5 as a common, and again we get here x minus 5. So similar to that of the first example, again these two terms are same, x minus 5, and for that we have to consider one letter, that is m, and here we get that is m square minus 5m minus 24, and we have to find out the factors of 24 whose subtraction is 5. So the factors are 8 and 3, and remaining we have to solve that of the first example. And after with that we have to find out putting the value of m. So by putting this we will get that is x minus 13 and x minus 2. Now the third example, that is x square minus 6 bracket square minus 8 into bracket x square minus 6x plus 8 minus 64. Again here the same, that is x square minus 6x, here also x square minus 6x, put the one variable for this one and you will get that is m square minus 8, in bracket we have to write down m plus 8 minus 64. So m square, by solving this, that is minus 8m minus 64 will get m square minus 8m minus 128. So we have to find out the factors of 128. So 16 8s are, and by solving this we get that is m minus 16 and m plus 8. Again we have to put down the value of m, that is x square minus 6x, here also m square, x square minus 6x minus 16 and plus 8 as it is. So again we have to find out the factors of these two terms. So we have to find the factors of 16 whose subtraction is 6. Factors are 8 and 2, and here also factors of 8 whose addition is 6, that is 4 and 2, and the remaining is same that of the previous example. Next the example is 4. The fourth example is similar to that of the third example, so you can solve it. Just I am going to give the hint. Put the x square minus 2x as the m. So here we will get in first bracket m plus 3 and m plus 5 minus 35. Take the product of the two bracket and you will get the answer. And the last example from this chapter, that is y plus 2, y minus 3, y plus 8, y plus 3 and plus 56. So there is one trick to solve this example. Just see the last numbers. So plus 2, minus 3, plus 8 and plus 3. If we take these two numbers, yes, I make the arrow here, that is plus 3 and plus 2 will get plus 5. And if we take these two brackets, here also we get the plus 5. So just find out the addition or subtraction given in these brackets, and then we have to write down these two brackets nearer to each other. So since these two and these two having the same answer, we write these two brackets nearer, and after that these two. So y plus 2, then I am write y plus 3, y plus 8 and y minus 3 and plus 56. Then we have to take the product of these two. So I am going to take the product of these two brackets, and after that product of these two brackets. So by solving this we get here y square plus 5y plus 6, and here by solving we get y square plus 5y minus 24 plus 56. So here the first two terms and here first two terms are same. So again we have to put down one variable for this one. So we get m plus 6, m minus 24 plus 56. It is similar to that of the fourth example. So just open these brackets, take a product, and by solving this we'll get m square minus 18m minus 88. So factors of 88, that is 22 and 4 minus 22 and plus 4. So solving this we get m minus 22 and m plus 4. Now we're going to put the value of m. So value of m is y square plus 5y minus 22, and here y square plus 5y plus 4. And there is no factors for 22 whose subtraction is 5, so keep this bracket as it is, and the factors of 4 whose addition is 5, so the factors are 4 and 1. Since the sign is plus, both the numbers having plus sign, and solve this. That is, keep take the y as a common, we get here y plus 4. Again taking 1 as a common, y plus 4. Again this y plus 4 is common, and this bracket is as it is, y plus 4 and y plus 1. So this is all about the chapter polynomial. So this is the end of this chapter. Thank you.